Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss some CET questions related to total internal reflection, critical angle, and also prism. So now, what do you mean by total internal reflection? When a ray of light traveling from denser medium to rarer medium is incident at an angle greater than critical angle, the light completely undergoes reflection in the denser medium. This phenomenon is called total internal reflection. Already you studied about total internal reflection. Then what is critical angle? Critical angle is the angle of incidence in the denser medium for which the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. Okay. So this is called critical angle. Then what is the expression for critical angle? Expression for critical angle. So already we know that that is Snell's law. What is Snell's law? N2 by N1 equal to sin I by sin R. Means the ratio of sin of angle of incidence to the sin of angle of refraction is equal to a constant. That constant is nothing but the refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. Means the refractive index of one medium with respect to another medium. So by using that one, sin I by sin R is equal to N2 by N1. So I will take N1 to the left hand side and sin R to the right hand side. We will get N1 sin I and N2 sin R. So here N1, what is first medium for the total internal reflection? For the total internal reflection, first medium is a denser medium because the light traveling from denser medium to rarer medium means second medium is rarer medium. Suppose to be, I will take here the first medium is denser medium means its refractive index. I will take L and sin I is equal to, then the second medium supposed to be A. What is the refractive index of A here? That is 1, that is sin R. Then for the angle of incidence, if the angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, then the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. If angle of incidence is equal to critical angle, then angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. So this equation becomes n into sin C, because angle of incidence is equal to critical angle. For this angle, the angle of refraction becomes how much? 90 degree. Means the refracted ray grazes along the surface. See here, when a ray of light traveling from denser to rarer, for a particular angle of incidence, the refracted ray grazes along its surface. Then the angle of refraction becomes how much? 90 degree. And this angle of incidence is called critical angle. So if the angle of incidence is greater than critical angle, the light completely undergoes reflection in the denser medium. This is called total internal reflection. Okay. So now sin 90 is how much? 1. So sin C is equal to, that is 1 by n. 1 by n. What is n here? N is the refractive index of denser medium. Here denser medium is the first medium and the rarer medium is second medium. Okay. So supposed to be the rarer medium is A, then its refractive index is 1. Supposed to be the rarer medium is other than A. How to write this formula? So we can write this formula. Sin C is equal to, so N2 by N1. So here what is N1? N1 is the refractive index of denser medium and N2 is the refractive index of rarer medium. The light traveling from denser medium to rarer medium. So C is equal to, means critical angle is equal to, sin inverse of 1 by n. If the rarer medium is here and denser medium is any other medium, for example glass, water or anything. Okay. Suppose the rarer medium is other than A. Okay. Then what about the refractive index of rarer medium? The refractive index of rarer medium I will take N2. The refractive index of denser medium N1. So the light traveling from which medium to which medium? Denser medium to rarer medium. For the total internal reflection, you have to remember these two formulae to find the solutions for the given question related to critical angle. So next, in terms of wavelength, how to write the critical angle? C is equal to sine inverse of, that is lambda 1 by lambda 2, because refractive index is inversely proportional to wavelength. So the medium in which having the low refractive index, in that medium wavelength of the light is maximum, because speed of light is maximum. The medium which having low refractive index, and the medium which having high refractive index, in that medium the wavelength of the light is minimum. Okay, so because of its high refractive index, so when the refractive index is high, then the speed of light is less. If the speed of light is less, then the wavelength is short. Okay, for the which medium? Denser medium. So it is the wavelength of light in which medium? It is in the denser medium. In the denser medium, the wavelength of light is minimum, and in the rarer medium, the wavelength of light is maximum. There is a question related to this question, this formula. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss about prism. Already we know that what is the prism formula. Prism formula is that n is equal to sine of a plus delta m. Delta m means here angle of minimum deviation divided by 2 whole divided by sine a by 2. What is a here? A is the angle of the prism. Angle of the prism is also called refracting angle. Okay. So now sine of a plus delta m by 2 divided by sine of a by 2, it is called prism formula. Then what is the formula for angle of prism? Angle of prism can be written as a is equal to r1 plus r2. It is r1 plus r2. So what is r1 here? It is the angle of refraction at first surface. See, it is a prism now. Already you know about what is prism now. So if the light is incident on one surface, means first surface. So after refraction, the refracted ray passes parallel to the base of the prism. Then this refracted ray is incident ray for the second surface, and the light traveling from which medium to which medium? Denser medium to rarer medium. The light bends away from the normal here, but here the light bends towards the normal. So because of here the light traveling from rarer to denser, but here the light traveling from denser to rarer. Here angle of incidence can be taken as I, angle of refraction is taken as R1, and angle of incidence for the second surface, that is R2. Then angle of emergence is E. Then angle of incidence is equal to angle of emergence, and angle of refraction at the first surface is equal to angle of incidence at the second surface. Okay. So this is about angle of prism. R1 plus R2 gives the angle of the prism, that is A. So while deriving the derivation, you will get this formula, that is A equal to R1 plus of R2. Okay. Then what is the angle of incidence? How to find the angle of incidence? Which is in the form of n is equal to sine I divided by sine R. Then what is I here? How to find the angle of incidence? That is A plus delta m by 2. And how to find the angle of refraction? That is R equal to A by 2. Then angle of incidence at the first surface, that is A plus delta m by 2, and angle of refraction, that is R equal to A by 2. Because here R is equal to A by 2, here I is equal to A plus delta m by 2, that is sin I by sin R, that is equal to refractive index. So this is all about the prism. By using this formula, we are going to solve some CET question. So now we are going to solve some CET questions related to critical angle. So what is that question? So question number 80 here. So I will give questions here. In that question, the question number 80 that related to critical angle. What is that question number 80? The wavelength of light in two liquids X and Y is 3500 angstrom and 7000 angstrom respectively. 3500 angstrom, it is the shortest wavelength, and the 7000 external is the longest wavelength. So shortest wavelength, minimum wavelength is in which medium? Denser medium. And the longest wavelength means maximum wavelength is in which medium? Rarer medium. Because in the rarer medium speed of light is maximum. If speed of light is maximum, then the wavelength is also maximum. Then what is our question? Then the critical angle of x relative to y will be. So already we know that what is the formula for critical angle in terms of wavelengths? Sine inverse of lambda 1 by lambda 2. So lambda 1 is the wavelength of the light in which medium? Denser medium. And lambda 2, which is the first medium in the total internal reflection? In the total internal reflection, the first medium is denser medium, second medium is rarer medium. First medium is denser medium and second medium is rarer medium. In the denser medium, the speed of light, the wavelength of light is minimum. What is the minimum wavelength given here? 3500. Sine inverse of 3500 angstrom divided by the wavelength of light in the rarer medium, that is maximum. The maximum wavelength given here, that is 7000. So 3500 to the 7000, that is 1 by 2. Sine inverse of 1 by 2. So for what angle sine value is 1 by 2? For the 30 degree. Then what is the critical angle now? That is 30 degree. It is the right option. It is the right option. So 4 options are given. First option is 60 degree. Second option is 45 degree. Third option is 30 degree. And the last option is 15 degree. Among them, which is the right option here? So the third option is right. That is how much? 30 degree. It is option C. Option C. Then next. Question number 81. What is question number 81? White light is incident on the interface of glass and air. Glass is the denser medium, air is the rarer medium. From which medium to which medium light passing here? Glass medium to air medium, means a denser medium to rarer medium. Glass is the denser and air is the rarer. As shown in the figure, there is a figure given. If green light is just totally internally reflected, then the emerging ray in air contains. The emerging ray in air contains. Means what are the rays present in the air? Okay. So what are those rays? The rays which having the longer wavelength. So for example, red, yellow and orange. Other than green, they having the longest wavelength. So when they are having the longest wavelength, they are having the low refractive index. So the rays which are in the low refractive indices, those rays do not undergo, means they do not suffer any total internal reflection. So they are emerges out in the air. Okay. So now what is the diagram given? So it is glass. The light traveling from where to where? The light traveling from glass to air. So the green color that undergo total internal reflection. So other than green color, the remaining colors, for example, red, orange and yellow, they are having the longer wavelengths. When they are having the longer wavelengths, their refractive index is low. If their refractive index is low, they do not suffer any total internal reflection. Means they comes out through air. Means which colors comes out through air here? Yellow, orange and red, because of their longest wavelengths. So means which color undergo reflection here? The color having the shortest wavelength and it has high refractive index, that undergo total internal reflection. So what are the options given here? First option is the emerging ray in air. What are the emerging ray in air? So first one, yellow, orange and red. This is the right option. Then option B, violet, indigo and blue, because they are having the shortest wavelength. When they are having the shortest wavelength, they are having the high refractive index, because the refractive index is inversely proportional to wavelength. If the wavelength is maximum, then the refractive index is minimum. Okay. So then the option C, all colors emerging out in the air, it is wrong. And option D, all colors except green. So it is also wrong. Only which colors emerging in the air? So the colors which having the longer wavelength and low refractive indices. The colors which having longer wavelengths and if the wavelength is maximum, then the refractive index is minimum. The colors which having longer wavelength and low refractive indices, they do not suffer total internal reflection. They emerging out in air. They emerging out in air. So which colors are emerging out in air here? The colors which having the longer wavelengths. Which colors having the longer wavelengths here? Red, yellow and orange. They having the longer wavelength other than green. Emerging out in air. Means which option is correct here? Option A. What is that option A here? Yellow, orange and red, because they have longer wavelengths. So means that the color which having the shortest wavelength and that having the high refractive index, that undergo total internal reflection. So it is glass and it is air. Then next question number 82. In the figure shown, for an angle of incidence 45 degree at the top surface, what is the minimum refractive index needed for total internal reflection at the vertical face AD? So figure is given. What is given figure here? A, B, C and D. AB and CD are the two refracting surfaces. Then in the diagram, what are they given? The incident ray is incident at an angle 45 degree. It is 45 degree. Angle of incidence is 45 degree. So the light traveling from which medium to which medium? Rarer medium to denser medium. In the denser medium, the speed of light decreases. As the speed of light decreases, the refracted ray bends towards the normal. It bends towards the normal. And this refracted ray is incident ray for the vertical side AD. What is question given here? In the figure shown, for an angle of incidence 45 degree at the top surface, it is the top surface. What is the minimum refractive index needed for? Means what is the minimum refractive index of this medium needed for total internal reflection at the vertical face? It is the vertical face AD. Okay. So now critical angle means here it is the angle of incidence for which the angle of refraction becomes how much? 90 degree. I will draw the normal here and I will join these two normals. So it is the critical angle C. It is the critical angle C and it is the angle of refraction. This refracted ray rays along the surface. The angle of refraction is how much? 90 degree. And for the first surface, angle of refraction I will take, that is R. Then what is our aim? Our aim is to find the refractive index of the medium. So first the light traveling from which medium to which medium? Air medium to the given medium. So we don't know what is that given medium. We have to find its refractive index. So first we are going to apply the Snell's law to the first surface. What is Snell's law? N1 into sin I is equal to N2 into sin R. So N1 first medium is A, then its refractive index is 1. It is sin 45 degree. Because angle of incidence how much? That is 45 degree. And it is N2. N2 means the refractive index of second medium. We have to find this refractive index. I will take it is N and N1 is equal to, that is 1. Okay. So it is sin R. Then sin R is equal to sin 45 degree divided by sin 45 degree how much? That is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 means here it is 1 by root 2 into n. 1 by root 2 into n. It is sin r. Next we are going to apply this Snell's law to the vertical face AD. So what is that vertical face here? That is AD. Then here which is first medium here? First medium is this one. Second medium. First medium is this one. Then I will write it is refractive index of second medium is taken as n. So from which medium to which medium light passing here? Denser medium to rarer medium. Means the given medium to air medium. What is the refractive index of given medium? That is n. N into sin of I. Sin of I means here sin of C. Sin C. That is equal to critical angle. Sin C means C is here critical angle. For this angle, the refracted ray grazes along the surface. What is the refractive index here? When it grazes along the surface in the air, its refractive index is 1. 1 into sin 90 degree. Sin 90 degree is how much? That is 1. It is 1 into 1, it is 1. Okay. Then we have to find C. How to find C here? The sum of all angles is equal to 180 degree in the given right angle triangle. So C plus angle C plus angle R plus 90 degree is equal to 180 degree. Is equal to 180 degree. Then C plus R is equal to how much? That is 90 degree. Because I will take this 90 degree to the right hand side. 180 minus 90, that is 90. Then C is equal to how much? That is 90 minus of R. So I will put this one. C is equal to 90 minus R in this equation. What is sin 90 minus R? That is cos R. Okay. So C is equal to cos R now. So we have to find so I will give the question. I will give the equation number here. It is equation 1. And it is equation 2 and it is equation 3. Putting equation 3 in 2. Putting equation 3 in 2. In equation 2. What do we get? N into sin C. N into sin C means here that is 90 minus of R is equal to how much? That is 1. So what is sin 90 minus R? Sin 90 minus R is cos R. N into cos R, that is equal to 1. That is equal to 1. Then cos R is equal to 1 by n. So what we have to find n? So I will call this equation number 4. So by using the formula sin square R plus cos square R, that is equal to 1. Sin square R plus cos square R is equal to 1. What is sin R? Sin R you got 1 by root 2n. 1 by root 2n. So 1 by root 2n whole square. 1 by root 2n whole square. Because sin square R is there. Plus what about cos square R? Cos square R is nothing but 1 by n. That is 1 by n square. That is equal to 1. Then find the n. So what is this square root plus square root? Square of square root get cancel. That is 1 by 2n square. 1 by 2n square. It is 1 by n square. That is equal to 1. So what is common here? 1 by n square is common. 1 by n square is common here. Then it is 1 by 2 plus 1, that is equal to 1. Then taking LCM, we will get 1 by n square is equal to, so that is 3 by 2 into 3 by 2, that is equal to 1. I will take n square to the right hand side, that comes to the numerator. N square is equal to 3 by 2, then n is equal to square root of 3 by 2. It is the refractive index of the medium. It is the option. Okay, so this is very important question. This question asked so many times in your CET exam. So next we are going to discuss about the question number 88. Okay, so what is that question number 88? So note down all those things. Okay, while watching the videos, note down all those things by making the video as fast. Okay, next 88th question. What is 88th question? A ray of light falls on a denser rarer interface. Means light traveling from which medium to which medium? Denser medium to rarer medium. So denser rarer interface boundary from denser side. The critical angle is 45 degree. The maximum deviation the ray can undergo is. So what is the maximum deviation? Already we know that the deviation produced in case of reflection of light, that is, so 180 minus 2i. 180 minus 2i. What is I? I is angle of incidence. So for this angle of incidence, the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree, because angle of incidence is in which medium? Denser medium. Then what we have to find? The angle of minimum deviation. Sorry, the angle of deviation, maximum angle of deviation. Now we are going to solve the 88th question. What is that 88th question? A ray of light falls on a denser rarer interface boundary from denser side. Means the light traveling from denser medium to rarer medium. The critical angle is how much? 45 degree. The maximum deviation the ray can undergo is. So we know that what is the formula for the maximum deviation? That is 180 degree minus of 2c. Minus of 2c. That is 180 degree minus of 2 into 45 degree. Because critical angle how much given? 45. That is 180 degree minus of 90 degree. That is 90 degree. What is answer? 90 degree. It is angle of maximum deviation. Then it is 88th question. Next, we are going to solve some questions related to the prism. So, what is that? First one, 89th question. 89th question. The dispersive powers of glasses of lenses used in an achromatic pair are in the ratio. Means dispersive power ratio is given. Omega 1 by omega 2 is equal to pi by 3. That is pi by 3. He given the ratio. Okay. What is given? The dispersive powers of glasses of lenses used in an achromatic pair are in the ratio 5:3. If the focal length of the concave lens is 15 cm, focal length of the concave lens is how much? 15 cm. So minus of 15 cm, because it is a concave lens. What is the focal length of concave lens? That is 15 cm. But the sign convention used for the concave lens is minus of 15 cm. Then the nature of the focal length of the other lens would be, another lens is there, two lenses are there. There the dispersive power ratio is given. There the dispersive power ratio is given and one focal length is given, another focal length we have to find. So we know that omega 1 by omega 2 is equal to minus of f1 by f2. Because the dispersive power is directly proportional to focal length. So f1 is already known. What we have to find? f2. So omega 1 by omega 2 is given, that is pi by 3, find f2. Then f2 is equal to minus of f1 into omega 2 divided by omega 1. Okay. So now, what about minus f1 here? So minus of f1 is nothing but minus of 15. So omega 2 is 3. Omega 1 is 5. So minus into minus plus, it is plus 9 cm. So you got focal length of second lens, that is plus 9. Plus stands for which lens? Convex lens. Positive sign stands for which lens here? Convex lens. Means what is the nature of the lens here? Nature of the lens is convex and its focal length is 9 cm. So here some options are given. Option A, convex and 9 centimeter. Option B concave and 9 centimeter. Option C convex and 25 centimeter. Option D concave and 25 centimeter. Which is the right option here? Convex and 9 centimeter. Why it is convex here? You got the focal length is positive. Okay. So what is the answer here? The answer is convex. Nature is convex and its focal length is how much? 9 centimeter. Then, so now next question, that is 105. What is that question? The base PR of a prism PQR of angle 30 degree is silver. What is the angle of prism given here? 30 degree. A is given, that is 30 degree. So now let us draw the diagram now. Diagram is given in the question. It is P, Q and R. So PR is silver according to question. PR is silver. So when a ray of light incident on the first surface, that is PQ, and it is the normal drawn, then it falls on the second surface, that is PR. So now PR becomes a mirror. So whenever this light falls on this PR now, it retraces its path. Then the angle of refraction becomes at the PR is 0, because angle of incidence 0, then angle of refraction also 0, because the light incident normally means in case of reflection of light, if the light incident normally, the light reflects normally, angle of incidence 0 and angle of refraction is also here taken as 0. Now here what is angle of incidence given? That is 45 degree. Then angle of the prism, that is 30 degree. Angle of the prism formula already we know that is R1 plus R2. We are going to find the angle of refraction at the first surface by using this equation. But what about R2 here? R2 is nothing but 0, because angle of reflection at the surface PR is 0. Because the light incident normally, the light reflects normally means the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection both are zeros. Then R2 is equal to 0. Then A is equal to R1. Then what is A given? 30 degree. Then R1 is equal to how much? 30 degree. Okay. So what is our aim? Our aim is to find the refractive index of this prism. Okay. So by using Snell's law. What is Snell's law here? N1 into sin I is equal to N2 into sin R1, because angle of refraction at the first surface is how much? R1. So which is first medium here? First medium is A. So what is the refractive index of here? That is 1. It is 1 now. Sin 45 degree is equal to, so N2 is, I will take N. The refractive index of the prism can be taken as N here. Then sin of R1. Sin of R1 is how much? 30 degree. Then N is equal to sin 45 divided by sin 30. So what is the value of sin 45? That is 1 by root 2. Then what is the value of sin 30? That is 1 by 2. Then it is 2 by root 2. Then how to write the 2 by root 2? I will write 2 as root 2 into root 2. Root 2 into root 2 again is a 2 now. So divided by root 2. So root 2 get cancelled. Then refractive index of the prism is root 2. Root 2 means here it is 1.5.